Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. Today we are going to talk about Nivian. Nivian, as it says here, security and smart home. So today's webinar is basically going to be an introduction into the Nivian product range, all the products Nivian has to offer, from CCTV all the way to access control and smart home. The Nivian product range, who could be possible customers for Nivian products? We have here three main groups. First of all, obviously professional installers, electricians or CCTV installers, which are already familiar with the product range. The second point is going to be the adventurous researcher, basically technicians, IT specialists, techies, or just do-it-yourselfers. So the good thing about Nivian, it's pretty easy to handle, easy to understand, pretty end-user friendly. So therefore, the last point, end users, exactly. So you don't need to have you don't need to have any experience in CCTV or access control, etc., and you're going to be able to manage just fine with all the Nivian products. Exactly, again, end user driven by curiosity. Just want to improve their installation or just have specific needs, just to cover their home with some security products. So those are basically the three main groups for the Nivian product range. So then let's just start with the first range, so the CCTV video surveillance systems from Nivian. And then we're just going to start directly with the catalog. So I'm just going to go through now a little bit through all the products, CCTV products Nivian has to offer. Here's just a few of them, all the way from professional Wi-Fi kits with cameras, recorders and hard disks as a complete kit, pretty complete. Then the 4G cameras with solar panel. And then we have just the Wi-Fi smart home cameras in different types. And exactly, so those are basically, this is just a short overview just of all the cameras Nivian has to offer. Then next up, just to give you a little overview of the CCTV system of Nivian itself. Just in general, what is the purpose of video surveillance? It's pretty simple, right? It's monitoring and controlling objects and people, as it says here, because it's a consumer product, so basically mainly used in homes. A lot of it is app-based, as I said before, easy to manage. So a lot of it is app-based. So it gives you the option, or gives the end client the options to basically just monitor everything live, local or remote. We also have the option, obviously, of saving our images or of the recordings, either on the device itself with an SD card inserted or hard disk if it's a recorder, or in the cloud itself. Then we have the options by storing our recordings or images. It's 24/7 in the uninterrupted. We can also set a schedule if we don't want to have recordings, for example, when we are at home, just when we want to have recording when we're leaving our house. And obviously we have motion or event detection when we don't want to have 24/7 recording. Exactly. And a lot of devices also have lights or have the option of notifications. Here's so-called the performance. So whenever there is, for example, a motion detection or an event detection, you get either a notification to your application, or also you can, depending on the model, have a light going on, so the person which is intruding the area right away knows that that's not an area where he should be. So this is just basically just a couple of main points, what the purpose of a video surveillance system is. Then here just the two different topologies, depending if you want to have an analog setup or an IP setup. Obviously on both ends, it starts with the recording, so with the camera itself. The cameras need to be powered. Obviously, then they have the transmission to the recording and the management system, which could be an NVR. In the NVR itself, as we can see, we have the option of storing the recordings on a hard disk, and then here from our basically recording and management from the NVR, we can then have local monitoring by connecting a monitor, or we can also have additional facilities connected to it. From the recorder itself, for remote monitoring, if we don't want to have local monitoring to a monitor, obviously we need to go through the internet connection, and this therefore gives us the option then through the cloud service, monitor our events either through the CMS software, through the web interface of the devices if they have a web interface, and then obviously the smartphone application, which we're going to see later on, which application is used for which devices. So this is basically just a topology of the analog system. At the other hand, obviously the IP system, which is pretty similar, just a little bit simpler. So what we have here, basically, we have two options. It's either having the cameras connected directly to our internet, which then provides us the cloud service, and again, which provides us then with remote monitoring through the CMS software, through the web interface if available, or the smartphone application. Or what you can do also, you can put an NVR in between, which it says here as well. It's optional, right? So you can connect your cameras to the NVR and then connect it through the internet, and then you're going to have cloud service and remote monitoring. If the NVR obviously is not connected, then we also have the option to insert SD cards locally into our cameras. So we have our recordings stored on the SD card. Exactly, those are just basically the two topologies Nivian has to offer. Then let's go a little bit more into the details. So the available cameras. First up, we're going to start with the Wi-Fi CCTV kits. Here just a nice image with a couple of devices Nivian has to offer. Exactly, so let's go into it first. Sales approach. I think it's going to be basically the same for all those Nivian CCTV kits. Obviously, it's security and control in shops, offices, or homes. Obviously, you can also have them installed in smaller shops or smaller offices, like for example hair salons or restaurants, etc. Then, what the Wi-Fi kit makes it really interesting, it's super simple, clean, because it's basically without cable, right? Because it's a Wi-Fi kit. It's got a clean installation, no cable pulling at all, basically just setting up your NVR and connecting your cameras to it. Simple to install for general installer with basic knowledge, so no need for an advanced knowledge in CCTV systems. Those kits, they come basically preset. It's basically plug and play. With instant monitor display. Those kits come with cameras of 3 megapixel resolution for outdoor use. Therefore, they have infrared included all the way up to 20 meters. Depending on the kit, we have 10 or 16 channel NVR with a video output to a screen. We have long-range Wi-Fi cameras, which are connected either directly to the NVR or to the router itself. Then next up, the events which we can configure in the NVR or in the cameras are basically the motion detection, and additionally to it we have artificial intelligence, so AI for smoke detection. Those Wi-Fi kits come with a 1 terabyte hard disk, especially for video surveillance, which gives you approx like 30 days of recordings. Exactly. Those kits, as I said, it's either with a 10 or a 16 channel kit, channel NVR. They can be completed with basically the 3 cameras we can see at the bottom right, which is the Nivian Cam 30 W6, the Dome 30 W6, or the Motor Cam 30 W6. Those are basically the 3 cameras which are compatible with those Wi-Fi kits and can be completed or amplified with those models. They're completely compatible. So this is just the general overview of the kits itself. And then here in the next slide, exactly here, then on the next slide, we basically can see are the 4 different kits we have to offer. Basically, it's the 10 channel NVR with 4 cameras, and it's the 16 channel with 4 cameras. And then we have both kits additionally with the 1 terabyte hard disk. Exactly, and then on the right side you can see again the 3 camera models which are compatible to amplify those CCTV Wi-Fi kits with bullet camera, a dome camera, and the PT-set camera, just to give you all the different options to amplify your system. Also, what you can see on the left top side, basically in all the slides, is which application is compatible with what devices. In this case, for the CCTV kits, for the Wi-Fi kits, it's the Easy Cloud application, as you can see here on the left side. Then here, again, just the topology of the connection, basically, of the CCTV kits, Wi-Fi kits. As you can see, we have the Wi-Fi cameras on the left side. Then we have the NVR. Basically, that NVR then is giving the Wi-Fi signal to the cameras. The NVR itself has an outlet HDMI to connect the monitor for local communication. At the bottom, as you can see, depends on which kit you have. You can add up to 6 or 12 extra camera using the Wi-Fi network, or also gives you the option to connect it by cable if needed or wanted. Also in the Wi-Fi kits, what is good to know, there's an option of extending the signal. Depending on the installation, obviously the signal is limited. What you can basically do, you can set them, you can have 1 camera connected to the NVR through the Wi-Fi, and then depending if you have a camera which is just a little bit further away, can use that one of those cameras basically as an extender for the second camera, and just so on and so on. All the way to 4 cameras they can be connected basically like that, just to extend the Wi-Fi signal. Then on the right side, what you can see again is the HDMI output for local monitoring on a TV, or you also have the CMS, which is available for PC and Mac. And at the bottom again, the app Easy Cloud for remote monitoring, notification, etc. And obviously for Android and for iOS. Then after the kits, then we're just going into the Wi-Fi cameras from Regi itself. So those are basically the 3 ranges we have for the Wi-Fi cameras. We're having a couple of models for the indoor area, a couple of models for the outdoor area, and then we have cameras for the outdoor area but battery powered. Those are basically the 3 camera ranges exactly. First up, we're going to go into the indoor cameras. As you can see here on this slide again on the left top, you can see which application is compatible with those devices. As we saw before, for the Wi-Fi NVR kits, we have the Easy Cloud application here for the Wi-Fi cameras for indoor, outdoor, and the battery powered for outdoors are compatible with the Tuya Smart Life application. Just to keep in mind that there are 2 applications depending on which range of camera you're using or device you're using. You have to check which application you need to use. Okay, so then I would say let's go first into the indoor cameras. Here we have just a pretty simple basic Wi-Fi indoor camera, the NVS-IPC i5 camera. It's a 2K high resolution camera with human detector and motion detection with 2-way audio, Wi-Fi 2.4, which basically all the IoT devices or most of the IoT devices have. It has an IR night vision all the way up to 10 meters. And then depending on where you want to store your recordings, we have either the option of a microcard all the way up to 128 gigabytes, or we can also have cloud recording, but therefore you need to have a subscription. Exactly. And again, here the Tuya app is the compatible app. What is really great here, this device is basically compatible with Alexa, and Google Assistant, as you can see here at the bottom. What is basically the sales approach for this camera? So it's just a simple small Wi-Fi camera for homes, shops, offices, etc. Just to basically increase the security in indoor spaces. For example, a good use would be just watching babies, for example, or if you have elderly people you just want to monitor every now and then. So that would be a good fit for those type of setups. Exactly. Then next up is a rotating camera from Nivian, the IS 4 megapixel. Again, 10 meters of IR night vision, two-way speaker and microphone. So like I said, like the other camera on the slide before as well. So if you want to just monitor, for example, somebody elderly, you can have basically a conversation through the camera because it's two-way speaker and microphone. You can set the personalized area for detection. Then we have motorized movement. So basically the camera can be moved. So just to cover a bigger space. You can have auto tracking activated if, for example, the camera is just installed in a living room and is monitoring a kid or an elderly people. You can have a motion detecting activated. The camera is following basically the person to the space. AI human detection obviously goes together with the auto tracking. We have sound detection. And also what we have is a deterrent siren. If there, for example, is an intruder, a siren goes off. And we have the privacy mode we can activate if, for example, we have it installed in an area. When we are present in this area, we don't want to have messages popping up, so we just set it to privacy mode. And when we leave this area again, we deactivate the privacy mode. Exactly. Again here, an SD card slot all the way up to 128 gigabytes, compatible with Alexa and Google as well. And basically the sales approach is pretty similar to the camera before. That one is just a little bit more advanced because of the motorized movement and the auto tracking, which is definitely a big plus to this camera. Then next up is a pretty special camera, special looking camera, which is the Wi-Fi bulb camera. 2K high resolution, again Wi-Fi 2.4. It's motion detection, so the camera has AI with motion detection. It comes with the E27 socket, which is a pretty common socket for any general bulb. Again, auto tracking and a human detector like the previous camera before. That one basically is just another version of it. Because you can install it basically like as a light bulb. The camera again compatible with the Alexa, Amazon Alexa and the Google Assistant, and like the other two cameras before with micro card slot and the cloud recording with the subscription. So a pretty similar camera. And again, the sales approach at the bottom, as you can see, is basically for all three Wi-Fi cameras, basically the same for homes, shops and small offices. This might be a good fit just to increase the security in this area. Then let's get into the outdoor cameras. So what we have here is an bullet camera, an outdoor camera, 4 megapixels, again with the night vision. So IR all the way to 10 meters, up the way to 10 meters. Additionally to the indoor cameras, what we have with this bullet outdoor cameras, we also have a white light. As you can see here, is basically this white light here around the lens. This white LED is going to light up if needed or if configured. Also two-way speaker and microphone. Here we can also set a personalized area of movement detection, so that we don't have like a constant alert, so we can set an area where the movement should be detected. We have horizontal, we have motorized horizontal movement. We do have auto tracking, automatic tracking as well. If we talk about AI, we have human and sound detection in this type of camera. And again, additionally to a white light, we also have a deterrent siren, and we can set a privacy mode as well. If, for example, this camera is set in a garden, installed in a garden, and we don't want to have alerts all the time when we're working in a garden or playing with the kids. Those outdoor cameras have an SD card slot just a little bit bigger for 265 gigabyte exactly, and again compatible with Alexa and Google. Here, sales approach, one of the additional bigger points to where you can install is basically you have a deterrent or courtesy lighting, which can be set up basically just this white LED which is around the lens. This is a big plus for those Wi-Fi outdoor cameras. Then next up, another bullet version of the Wi-Fi outdoor camera, which is the IPC03-L. 4 megapixels again, with white LED and IR, all the way up to 10 meters. Basically pretty similar specs to the camera before. Basically the same specs, just a different version. We have two-way speaker and microphone like the camera before as well, and also the main point at the bottom for the sales approach with the deterrent or courtesy lighting, which can be set up if needed. So next camera is a tour camera. So we also have to offer an tour camera depending on what installation or what needs you have. We have those two bullet cameras which I saw before, and we have also this tour camera. This tour camera comes with 2K high resolution, also with night vision, IR, and white light or white LED all the way to 10 meters. We have here the option of motorized horizontal movement. As you can see here also on the right above the camera, the symbols, basically horizontal movement. It's for an outdoor use. We have the courtesy light, and we have the different AI events or motion detections, Wi-Fi, and the 2K resolution, privacy mode as well. So this would be a pretty complete turret outdoor Wi-Fi camera. Exactly. Again, Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa also is compatible with this camera. Then here are our PTZ cameras. We have here two versions, one in black and one in white, which I think is a pretty nice option, depending on where you want to install it. Maybe the black one might be a little bit more decent. Here, camera, the resolution is all the way up to 4 megapixels. Here with no LED, just IR, but again to 10 meters. We have two-way speakers and microphone to communicate with whoever is in front of the camera. We have motorized movement and auto tracking as well. That goes with the human detection, so it has AI. Again, sound detection, deterrent, siren, and privacy mode are also features of this camera. We have a card slot for an SD card all the way up to 128 gigabytes. And basically pretty similar specs to the outdoor cameras we've seen before. So with this camera, we basically just cover the whole area. So we have bullet cameras, we have turret cameras, but also PTZ cameras depending on your needs. And then an additional outdoor PTZ camera, the IPC0S3, also 4 megapixels. That one has also white light, as we saw before. The other camera just has IR, so if a white LED is needed, that would be the camera for it. Two-way speaker again. We have motion detection and can set a custom area where the motion detection needs to be set. We have motorized movement, automatic tracking like in the camera before. That one, not like the other one, has an SD card slot, which detects a camera, an SD card with 65 gigabytes, compatible with Alexa and Google as well. And again, at the bottom, the sales approach, the 3 points, which are pretty similar to all the cameras before. Yeah. So basically with those 4 slides, we've covered all the Wi-Fi outdoor cameras. I think for every installation, there should be a good solution or should be an option available. Then to complete the Wi-Fi cameras, we're just now gonna check the outdoor cameras, but battery powered. So first up, we have this battery powered Wi-Fi camera, which is the 04-BAT, so battery. So you can see already in the name that it's a battery powered camera. 2K high resolution. We have human detector, 100% wireless because it's battery powered and Wi-Fi, so there's no cable pulling at all. We have battery which is pretty solid, Obviously, in outdoor use, we have infrared vision all the way to 10 meters, so no white LED, just IR, but I think that's pretty good. The camera, again, is compatible with the Tuya app, compatible with Alexa and the Google Assistant. It also has two-way audio, so mic and speaker, and we have an SD card slot for SD cards all the way up to 256 gigabytes, or cloud recording if needed. I think one of the main sales approaches here for this camera is basically it's 100% wireless, right? No cameras which need to be pulled at all. It's just 100% wireless. Wi-Fi outdoor camera. So here, additionally to the battery, that is an outdoor battery camera with a solar panel. I think that's a really nice and interesting device with 4 megapixel resolution. This camera comes with IR, 10 meters plus white LED, two-way audio speaker, motion detection, motorized movement, automatic tracking, so pretty complete with AI of human detection. We have sound detection, we have deterrent siren, so a pretty complete outdoor Wi-Fi camera. And like I said before, it's solar powered. So I think this is basically one of the main points or main sales approaches for this camera, with an SD card slot for an SD card of 128 gigabytes. So I think this is a pretty complete and nice camera from Nivian. Exactly. And yeah, with this slide, we're going to go to the next part, to the next range. So we're going to just close here the Wi-Fi cameras, and we're going to check now the 4G cameras, which Nivian has to offer. So 4G cameras, 4G SIM card cameras with battery and solar panel. So if you have a really remote installation, those cameras basically can cover everything because of the 4G SIM card slot and battery and the solar panel. And depending on your needs, if you want to have a bullet camera or a PTZ camera, we have basically both models to offer. First up, let's just check the specs of the bullet camera. So this is a 3 megapixel camera. It is a 4G camera. Just here a little note, the SIM is not included. Then human detection. The camera itself comes with the separate solar panel, as you can see on the right side of the slide. We have the camera at the bottom and the solar panel, which comes separate, which can be mounted. Then here a pretty big battery, which should basically cover all the needs of the camera. It's for outdoor use, so IP65. The camera comes with infrared vision, all the way up to 20 meters. Then we have a colored LED for additional night vision. And then we have two-way audio again here in this camera, obviously an SD card slot, and then we have a siren or an audible warning. So if somebody is entering this remote area, so it's basically a deterrence function to tell the intruder as fast as possible to basically leave the area. Exactly, this is the 4G bullet version. Also what pops up here right away is now we are having a different application for the 4G solar cameras. It's not the Tuya Smart app, it's the Easy Cloud application, which you can find either in the App Store or on the Google Play Store. Then the PTZ or the rotating camera, basically the same specs. 3 megapixels, 4G, again, SIM is not included. We have human detector, we have the separate solar panel which can be installed, an even bigger battery. We have motorized movement, as you can see here also in the image itself of the camera with the arrows indicating the movement of the camera. We have IP66 and lightning protection for this specific camera, a colored LED, and infrared vision all the way up to 30 meters, so even better than the other one, and micro SD card slot, and it comes with the wall, ceiling, and pole bracket included. So basically, you can mount the camera wherever you need it, if it's a wall, ceiling, or a pole installation. So all those mounts, our brackets are included for this camera. So those are basically the two models we have for the outdoor usage, for remote installation when a 4G SIM card is needed. Okay, so then next up we're going to go into the alarm systems. Now we have seen just all the CCTV devices Nivian has to offer. Now we're going to go into the alarm system. So the second part, here we just have the alarm theory. Basically just a little overview of the communication between the devices. I'm not going to go too much into the detail here. I want to let you know, if you want to have the PowerPoint presentation after the webinar, we can send it to you and you can just check it and read through it again. Here just the communication of the alarm systems, just the theory. Basically, communication between the devices, we have two options. It's either wired and wireless. And also here just the plus and cons of each communication. Obviously wireless, one of the main points is lower material costs because you don't have to pull cables. The wired most likely is going to be a little bit safer and reduces maintenance. So basically here just a few points, pros and cons for each communication between the devices. And then at the bottom what we do have there is basically the communication with the users, which are those 5 points, how the devices connect with the users. Exactly, if it's PSTN or if it's just through LAN with the notification to your application, if it's through Wi-Fi, or if it's through GSM, so basically having a SIM card insert to your device and you just get either, you get the communication either through a phone call or an SMS to your mobile phone, or at the bottom one, which is the GPRS and 4G, 3G, 4G, which is just, let's say, just how you say it in English, it's basically just to double up the security. So if either of the communication fails, the other one is basically as a backup. So either or, right? So those are basically the alarm theories with the communication with the devices and communication with the users. Then now we're just going to go into the device itself. What type of devices do we have? Here, all alarm systems work with the TUIA Smart Life application. That's just beforehand. We have the Wi-Fi alarm system on the left side, and we have the Wi-Fi/GSM alarm system at the right side. Now then just check the specs of those two alarm systems. Here the alarm 1-W, Wi-Fi alarm center. So basically pretty complete simple alarm system which can be controlled remotely from the application, also through voice assistant of Google Assistant and Amazon. It comes with the 230 power supply, but also with a battery pack in case of a power failure, which is pretty important. A built-in siren. We have an RF wireless communication with detectors all the way up to 80 meters. We can connect all the way up to 10 remote controls, 60 sensors and 30 key fobs. We have an anti-tampering bracket with the tamper alarm, so if somebody wants to manipulate your alarm system, that covers it. And also a big point at the bottom is you can get a notification if there's a connection loss of your alarm system. So basically, this is the basic Wi-Fi alarm center from Nivian. Then here is the alarm system with Wi-Fi and GSM. So here, one of the main points is the top point. That's also why it's in cap locks. It's double connection, double security, double use. So Wi-Fi and GSM. So if one of the connection basically fails, the other one is basically just covering. Exactly. So GSM for rural and non-internet environment. which then just provides you with calls and SMS in case of an alarm. You can also again control it through the application, to the Tuya Smart Life application. Remote control, we have the RFID keys and also the voice assistant. The device comes with a 230 volt power supply and also with a battery pack for power failure. So not just dual security here with the Wi-Fi in the GSM, also with the power supply. RF wireless communication with detectors, again up to 80 meters. And basically the same specs as the device before, up to 10 remotes, 60 sensors and 30 key fobs. Here we have also the option that it supports all the way up to 4 wired zones. And also what is really important for alarm systems, we have the anti-tampering bracket. So with the temper alarm, if somebody wants to manipulate your system or your alarm system. Exactly, so those are basically the 2 alarm systems we have, the Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi and GSM alarm system center of Nivian. And here just basically just a little overview how an alarm system or center or an installation could look like with detectors and all the devices we have to offer, just like here in home installation, with the keypad at the entrance, with the door protect at the main entrance. We have an indoor siren. We have a remote control or an SOS button for obviously the user. If we have a bigger installation, we can also put in a signal repeater in case of outdoor views. For example, like as here in the installation for like a balcony, we have outdoor detectors and also outdoor sirens. We have a solar siren, so if power is an issue, we also have solar sirens. For the kitchen itself, for example, there's a smoke detector which can be installed. We have pet immune detectors. We have also basic indoor detectors and obviously also the keypad to arm and disarm the system. So here just a little overview how an alarm center or an intelligent alarm system of Nivian could look like with all the different devices it has to offer. Good, then we're going to go into the third part of the Nivian product range, which is going to be the smart home range. Nivian has a pretty complete smart home catalog, all the way from smart lighting, device automation. We have obviously safe home, energy saving, and smart outdoor devices. And now let's just look into it. First up, smart lighting. All the smart lighting devices are compatible with the Tuya Smart Life application. Here what we have to offer is pretty complete, all the way from smart light bulbs to relays. We have wireless push buttons. We have the controllers and also the smart switches. I think with this product range for the smart lighting, we can cover pretty much everything in the small homes what has to do with lighting. Here through the Tuya Smart application, obviously everything is compatible with Google Assistant and Alexa. Exactly. I think I'm not going to go too much into the specs. Again, here just to give you a little overview what options here we have for the smart lighting. Then for smart saving, right? Again, here compatible with the Tuya Smart application, we have different types of sockets and energy meters. First up, we have the indoor plug, the socket F-W2, which is a smart indoor plug IoT device with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, 16 amps maximum load. We have the option of a consumption statistics, so you can, through the application, just get some stats of the consumption. You can set a calendar and timer, which is definitely pretty handy. And again, because of the Tuya app, Google and Alexa compatible. We have a similar socket also for outdoor usage. Here the NVS garden socket IP44, which is the little cover, basically with the same specs as the indoor socket, basically just for outdoor usage. And then we have the Nivian energy meter 10-W, just to complete this smart saving range. Then device automation. Here 3 devices we can offer. First up is the temperature and humidity detector with Wi-Fi infrared connection. It comes with the USB power supply, valid for IR devices, right? Infrared connection. So basically, with remote controller, timer, and calendar groups, the device can be controlled. Again, here the Tuya Smart application is the compatible application. And then to complete the device automation for example, for small homes or for homes, what we do have here is the Nivian garage mini switch or the mini curtain switch, just to automate your curtains or your garage door. Exactly. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection, both 240 volt circuit breaker with a status sensor, so to see in which position the door or curtain or exactly is, with obviously remote operation and Google and Amazon compatible. Next up, access control. Nivian also has to offer a few devices for the access control, which is going to go through it. Also, the access control devices are compatible with the Tuya Smart Life application. Here, just a simple standalone device, a card access device for EM cards. Also with an additional connection for an exit button. So at the outside of the door, you have your reader, and you can have a push button at the inside, so you don't have to read your card to leave the building. IP68 rating, so definitely suitable for outdoor usage. And power supply is going to be 12 volt and 2 amps. Then next up, again, a standalone access control device. So that one is EM card and PIN code as well. And obviously the application. What we do have here is an relay to basically connect the push button and a buzzer output as well. Anti-vandalic, so for outdoor use also, so IP68. So a pretty solid, decent device for an entrance with PIN code and EM card. And then we have another device with PIN and RFID card, standalone device again here. That device has the option for a weekend connection, weekend 26, and Wi-Fi. So what we can do basically here, we can have timing control, and through the application itself, we can have basically remote management of the opening, so we can check logs, who's going in and out. Again, IP68 rating, suitable for outdoor use. And next up is going to be our safe box, just a simple key safe box. Can be opened with 4 digits for a wall mount. The device comes in gray, a pretty small device with the dimensions you can just read here on the slide, made of pretty solid Rudge aluminum, and is basically suitable, just as we wrote down here, for empty houses, rental solution, etc. Is made for interior and exterior usage, exactly. And here just the bigger version of it, the SafeBox version 2. Again, can be opened with the 4-digit code. This one can be for wall or for hanging installation. Also comes in gray, and also comes in aluminum, and it's basically the same application as the one before, for interior and exterior use as well. So those are basically the 2 safe boxes, the basic one and the version 2. Then the smart lock from Nivian with Bluetooth 4.0 connection. It's basically just a motorized knob system. What is required is a double clutch cylinder. Big motor technology, just for opening doors, with top and bottom anchorage, so definitely capable of opening those doors. It's contactless door opening via the Tuya Smart application, as we can see here on the top left, the icon of the Tuya Smart application, and obviously here the phone you can see. Exactly, power supply, all the way up to 6 months, with around about 10 openings per day, with additional physical key just in case. Exactly what you can do in the application as the devices before of the access control devices, you can basically have a report of the openings and of the users. Then the Wi-Fi bridge, basically just a compatible product to our smart lock we've just seen. The bridge SL Wi-Fi connection for smart lock, basically a Bluetooth connection with lock or relay, which is needed for remote opening and closing from the application if you're outside the installation, compatible with the smart lock and also the Nivian relay. And as it says here, basically it's just plug and play, pretty simple to set up as all the Nivian devices. Exactly, so we have the smart lock here, the bridge, both are compatible, and here just to complete it, here this is the third compatible product to this three, which is the Nivian relay, Bluetooth smart relay, exactly invite user without being nearby, compatible with obviously NO and C, and is just a solution for an entrance or a main entrance for smaller installation, and can be controlled obviously through the Tuya Smart application. And then just additionally at the end to the access control, we also have here added a couple of devices which, well, it's just how we call it, it's not an intercom system, but it's just for entrances, right? Basically what we have here is the doorbell with a 2K 3 megapixel camera with an IR light, so also in dark conditions. It's cordless. It's basically just call to ring and basically talk to button into the application. So it's pretty simple. It's a two-way speaker. We have real presence detection, so peer, also AI human detection. Comes with a battery, rechargeable, which is really important. It comes with the IC power supply if you want to have a fixed installation. With the SD card slot, so if people are in front of the door, you can also have the motion which is detected in front of the door, stored on the 128 gigabyte SD card, and is compatible with the Tuya Smart application. So here the Doorbell One, really nice small device I personally like a lot. And then we have the Smart Bolt, wireless opening with the application. Exactly, it's battery operated with a double backup battery, so basically do not have any failures. Then we have two remote controls. It's vandal resistant, metal housing, and dual motors, so a pretty sturdy, resistant device. Exactly, the Smart Bolt. And then here just a little doorbell again, or intercom system, Wi-Fi communication to the application itself, completely wireless and battery operated, so no cable needed. High picture with full HD, two-way audio as well, so you can talk to the person who is in front of the door, and again with the peer, so the presence detection as the doorbell, as we have seen before as well. Exactly. So with that product, we're just going to close here the access range, and go. And yeah, I think now we're just coming to the end of the Nivian presentation here. Just to give you an idea of the universe of Tuya and what type of devices are compatible. So we basically have the option of have in our universe, as well as the CCTV system, we can have our alarm system connected to our CCTV. We have smart access control, we have the smart home, and the alarm accessories, which are all here compatible with the Tuya Smart application. Here again, yeah, just a small overview. What is possible in your Nivian universe. and here just to point out again that the cloud or the Tuya Smart application just pretty powerful, super friendly interface, intelligent automation, exactly cloud service as I said before. So basically one app for everything, for the whole universe of Nivian. Great. So I would say we've come here to an end of this PowerPoint presentation. of the universe of Nivian. Thank you very much for listening. I think, or I hope I could give you an idea of what possibilities or what options the Nivian universe has to offer. And yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next webinar. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to know more about our security products, subscribe to the VisuTech channel and activate the notifications to always stay updated on the latest videos.